moving on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Stupidity, what not taking. Hey, I'm FTFE in hydroxychloroquine will do. And welcome back to the channel that does this for the coronavirus. Trump's a fucking idiot. So yeah, we've got a debate tonight with, well, when I say debate, I'm doing it in, you know, these, with RighttheHand, but he's having issues connecting to Zoom of all things. So I may have to bring him in through Discord. Give me 1 second to sort that out. With me, as always, is my partner in crime, the cream skeptic, team skeptic. How you doing, bud?
Joe, what up? I do want to put out this this notice about hydroxychloroquine. You know, as with everything, and this includes chicken skin, this includes meat tubes, this includes that as a preventative dirt outside, bark on for COVID-19, trees, taking will work until it doesn't. Once it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, you know, like
there we go. Hello, can you hear me?
Not going to have you.
All right.
Hydroxychloroquine is not going to keep you from getting.
Sorry, team, you got interrupted. Finish what you're saying, team.
I forgot, man. Go ahead, Dan.
Right, okay, let me just get rid of this. All right, so there's a strict format, so yeah, and Wrong the Foot has been told. Okay, we're going to have a debate tonight about the format. 10 minutes to present. Oh God, I'll mute you whilst we're waiting because you're making a lot of unnecessary noise.
Yeah, you should probably mute people when they come in until you're ready to bring them in, so that way you can make sure their audio is not all jacked up.
Should be muting his audio, but it's not doing it. Oh well, I can do it in here. Anyway, so yeah, we are going to have a debate with RighttheHand. I've told him about the format. 10 minutes to present evidence, then I've got 10 minutes to present evidence, and then 10 minutes to rebut my evidence. You know, it's a strict standard format, and RighttheHand's been informed. He's got that's positive informed about that, and with evidence of the Earth being flat. We're going to let him start with evidence. Now, I know he has a lot of issues with the word evidence, but frankly, I don't really care because that's more of a him problem than a me problem. Right, what should we call you, RighttheHand?
I mean, RighttheHand's fine.
Cool.
I'll right. You call me right if you want.
I'll call you left or wrong. That'll do. More normal. I'll call you left.
Oh yeah, you reversed everything anyway, so why not?
Yeah. So we're going to start with you having 10 minutes to present evidence. The team is here to help keep everything on track. That 10 minutes of presenting evidence will be uninterrupted, so you're clear to say whatever you want. Don't be hateful. So over to you. Give us 10 minutes, or try to get my channel taking off because I just evidence Wrong the Foot of boot you. So why the Earth is flat.
All right. Well, when we're talking, this is the conversation that Craig doesn't want to have is evidence. What is evidence? So when you talk evidence, it's a courtroom term. So in the courtroom, you would have physical evidence like a bloody knife or, the bat that killed somebody. Then you can also have circumstantial evidence, right, which is like an eyewitness testimony or something along those lines. So evidence comes in many different degrees. Now, I believe the highest standard of evidence is an observation in reality. Now, when you make this observation, we'll get to it later, but if in reality, that's the highest standard. If he wants to agree to that standard of evidence. Now, if Craig, then, that's fine. Like MC Toon agreed to an observation in reality being the highest standard of evidence that he can think of. So now Craig will admit that through this highest standard of evidence, the observation by the person, which, if he wants to say a higher one, feel free. Through this, what we observe as the highest standard of evidence, we observe a mostly flat plane, right? So that's now he will admit this, and he will say, well, yes, I too see the evidence of a flat plane, but then he'll add a but, and he goes, but that's because the Earth is such a big ball. Now, when he says because the Earth, he didn't present anything, Earth is such a big ball, that's commenting on it's not any actual evidence. Evidence is. Now, and this is why this is very important to discuss what evidence is. Now, the evidence is the Earth appearing flat. That is the evidence. Okay, now if we were in a court, right, that's what would be presented, the Earth being flat. Now, the defendant, Craig, would be like, yes, I admit the Earth does appear flat, but it only appears that way because I believe the Earth is such a big ball. Now, that is not evidence. That's a belief. That's his own personal opinion on the evidence that has been provided, that the evidence is the observation of the Earth as a flat plane oriented, is tell you what he believes he's as such. Now, I believe the only thing he'll be able to do is Earth is a ball, and I believe that ball is so big, and that's why it looks flat. So his entire argument of why the Earth is a ball is because it looks flat. And that flatness is because the Earth is such a big ball. Now, that in a courtroom would be ridiculous. Now, we could keep going. I'm sure I still got time. That was only like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you've had 4 minutes, and,
What's that?
You've had 4 minutes, just so you know.
Yeah. Okay, 4 minutes. Okay, so now the next thing he'll do is, if we're in a court of law, we would see the sun moving, right? Now, the sun is moving. Now, that's the evidence. The evidence is when all of us are standing still, we can see the sun move. The sun moves because it's the Earth. That's the evidence. Now, that's not the evidence. He will tell you he believes that's his personal beliefs, right? He believes sun movement equals Earth movement, right? That's how Craig turns what he sees, which is the sun moving at a flat plane, a mostly flat stationary plane, into a spinning ball, right? Now, we can prove all of these things empirically with my evidence, which is that level is a horizontal plane. Now, we make this horizontal plane with a water level. Now, Craig's going to run into a problem when he says that, well, water curves. Now, I could almost agree with you if, now you can't say something is, you can demonstrate water curving if you don't have curving against the horizontal, the flat, straight horizontal to compare it to. So Craig will say that water curves, but we're using water to establish the horizontal in which we use to define the curve against. So Craig doesn't want to talk about what evidence is so that he can turn a moving sun into a moving Earth. And even when he does talk about evidence, he's going to have to say that a straight line curves. And that he proved the Earth is a ball because he operated a diesel submarine and it used X amount of diesel fluid, even though diesels can't operate under the water. So, Craig, present any evidence and tell me the format. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can respond again, and then you can go on to the rest of that with, I didn't show your Bible. There's his Bible. He just showed us a Bible. Very good, Craig. Christians have their book, and your religious people have your book. So
you've still got another 2 minutes if you'd like to present any evidence.
I did present evidence.
Okay, I must have missed that. I must have missed that. Sorry. Obviously, wonderful. I mean, I'm going to have a hard time debunking that when it's my turn to show. To debunk the evidence.
Diesel
there.
Working underwater.
Apparently, there wasn't any diesel submarines team.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, internal combustion engines run very.
Diesels count
well underwater. Yeah, because they need to
work underwater, guys.
They need air to go in. But yeah, I'm sure they have you run compressors.
How did they power the submarines before nuclear power?
Okay, Craig, man, yeah, hey, diesel, go work your
you're
diesel
really
underwater, bro. But that,
Hey,
you're not addressing level as horizontal. You're not addressing standard of evidence.
You make a good point.
And you didn't address any of my claims. So, I mean, if this is where you want to go, I mean, fine, that's okay. I mean, everybody sees it. They see that you didn't address anything I just said.
Engines can't work underwater. If engines can't work underwater, then people can't breathe underwater, right? So anybody that's been on a submarine,
bro. That's okay. I'm just saying.
You said diesel engines can't. Simple fact of that.
How much?
No. Fucking work underwater. Well, you made a good point, right? Hold on. People can't breathe underwater either. So I guess because they go down in submarines, it must all be a lie because people would just die from drowning, right?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Yeah. Okay.
The Earth is a ball. Okay. Go with that. That works for me.
You're fucking stupid.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah, very good argument. Very good argument. Call me stupid. That's a very good argument. Very articulate. You're very smart. You should take an IQ test.
No, hold on. If you think that me calling you stupid is the answer to your argument, you're sorely mistaken. I'm making an objective observation here.
You're making
the objective observation is you're an objectively stupid.
Oh. How can you object the claim?
You said internal combustion. You said diesel engines don't work under. Are you saying an internal?
Well, we just listened to you.
You still haven't addressed.
Why can't tell me something? Why can't internal combustion?
We're talking about level being horizontal.
Why can't it work?
You're going away from the Earth.
No.
Do you not want to talk about level being horizontal?
No, you said I'm.
Okay, you don't. So you don't want to talk about my evidence that the Earth is flat. I understand. I wouldn't want to. If somebody came in and could prove everything I believe to be wrong, I wouldn't want to talk about it either.
Listen,
I can understand.
I don't give a shit right now about the hey, the shape of the Earth doesn't mean shit to me right now. What I'm saying is you just said a dumbass comment, and then you tried to double down on your dumbass comment by saying internal combustion doesn't work. Okay. No, and you said internal combustion doesn't work underwater. Right. Why? What you're saying? You don't have an explanation. Explain that. Explain that. Is that what you're saying?
I said levels.
You don't have an explanation? Is that horizontal? You brought up fucking diesel combustion engines not firing underwater. I'd like you to please explain how smart you are.
And the Earth has.
I'll let Fight take that one. Fight can take that one. Let's start with the fucking simple shit. Okay, like you said diesel. You said you brought up. No, I'll let Fight. No, Fight can take that. I'm trying to. Okay, so you're just basically.
That has nothing to do with Earth. I understand.
Fight. Hey, hold on. Hey, right hand. Answer me this question. Did you say that diesel engines don't work underwater?
Level is horizontal? Yes, I did say level is horizontal. You're right.
Did you say diesel engines don't work underwater?
Do you want to address level is horizontal?
Why do we have this guy on? He doesn't understand. He doesn't even understand basic English and basic fucking English. Why do we have this guy on?
Right hand, you're muted now, so I'm going to present my evidence, which you have to refute. And my evidence is going to start with the old classic, the wonderful evidence from our good friend Bob.
If the Earth is spinning at one rotation every 24 hours, that means that every hour it has to turn 15 degrees. And if the gyroscope is mounted anywhere on Earth, it's going to drift. In today's 21st century navigation systems, they're using what's called a ring laser gyroscope. It is extremely precise. If we could simply get one of these ring laser gyroscopes, we would be able to prove on the community actually purchased one for once and for all that there is no rotation, $20,000. But what to the Earth? One of the people we found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up a drift, a 15 degree per hour drift.
So
the Earth is spinning at one.
Shush, Bob, you can stop now. So we absolutely do see the sun moving in the sky, but the hypothesis from that I can gather, based on other evidence, is that it's not the sun that's actually moving, because many things don't make sense with that. So experiments were done to test if we were moving, and when all the testing is done, it does appear that it's the Earth that is rotating. Every interferometric fiber optic gyroscope in the and a 1 degree a day world picks up a 15-day drift around the center of our degree rotation in 3 axes solar system, the sun. So there is no evidence that it is the sun that is moving. There is evidence that we are rotating, evidence that is backing up my point, not just saying something. There is lots more evidence that we are the thing that is rotating. The fact that gyroscopes drift with a different drift depending on your latitude as predicted by the globe model. The fact that there is a Coriolis force that causes things to deflect based on conservation of momentum. There has been experiments done with superphase fluid to show that we are the thing that is rotating and not the sky. There is gyroscope could pick up the movement of the sky. There's no way something like supersky. So the only conclusion you can draw is fluid or an interferometric draw from that is that the Earth is rotating. That is what evidence is. A courtroom would ask you to expand on the evidence that you have presented and explain why it is evidence for your case, as I have just done. The Earth is rotating. The evidence is it has been measured several times. If you go to mctoon.net/spin, there is a list of many experiments showing the rotation of the Earth. Second evidence that I'm going to present is another classic from another good friend of ours, and his name is Jeranism. Oh, and that's muted.
X hole and seeing the interest you're seeing through light at the backboard or at 17 through this hole through the net feet off the water. The Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
Funny that even a flat earther saw that there's some curve, but of course, there's many other flat earthers have used quite a lot, and that's examples of curve. And that was the good old dog cam flight. Now, one that I like to show is one that actually, the interesting thing about the dog cam flight was that it contained two cameras. One had a wide-angle lens for the view, and one was a camera that did not have any lens distortion. And you can tell when there's lens distortion because as the what you're looking at passes the center line, you would have it go convex and concave. It would change. However, when you look at the two cameras that are on the dog cam, the one on the right does indeed appear to go convex and concave. This is a wide-angle fisheye lens for the view. And yeah, at times the Earth looks concave, at times it looks flat, at times it looks convex. That thing in front of it, you can see that is because of the lens distortion, clearly warped, showing that there is. Look at the thing holding out, that is lens distortion. Okay. However, if you show the other camera, which did not have lens distortion, and they've handily compressed it on the right there to exacerbate the curve. No matter how many times it passes the center point, the horizon goes up and down, it always stays the way that we expect it to. It's always convex, not concave or flat. No matter how many times it passes the center point, that curve remains, because this is an accurate representation. We're using a camera that does not have a lens distortion. The Earth is not flat. My evidence is measurements of the rotations rotating and the faction, showing that it is not a fact that the curve has been measured. Things in the sky are moving. It is us that is. And check out a bunch of measurements at mctoon.net/r. One I like to use is the transcontinental triangulation of the American arc of the parallel, and the fact that we can quite easily observe the curve using the correct equipment. The calculated horizon exactly as it's supposed to be. The Earth is not flat. Right, I'm going to unmute RighttheHand. So what happens now, RighttheHand, is you get the opportunity to debunk the evidence that I have just presented.
Oh, well, that's going to be easy because you presented videos. So now what you make fun of, I'm not, hang on, it looks flat, therefore it's flat. I'm not a flat earther. Now you can't look at it being flat. You make fun of flat earthers by going, you have to take measurements. But what you just did was look at it. You just looked at it and said, well, It looks curved through the lens of the dog cam, so I think it's curved.
I also cited measurements that you can go and check.
Okay, so the cited measurement, right? Would you agree that in order to say that something is curved, you have to compare it against something that is straight?
Or you can just measure it and see what the data points give you.
Well, okay, how do you measure if something is curved without knowing what is straight?
Do you know how geodetic surveyors work? Because that's what you're debunking here, is the fact that it's been measured by geodetic surveyors. No, but I've spoken to many. In fact, I speak to one every day.
Well, are you a geodetic surveyor? You believe something you were told, right?
No, I don't need to believe anything. I've seen physical measurements of it.
What have you seen? What have you seen?
I've seen Jesse Kowalski's website that shows the physical measurements that he made.
Oh, so you saw so you didn't see the real world, you saw a website?
No, I don't happen to have any geodetic surveying equipment, so I'm not a geodetic surveyor.
You're just asserting something so you're asserting what geodetic surveyors do when you're not one. You're just parroting.
I've been told by geodetic surveyors how it works. Okay. So I'm still waiting for you to debunk my evidence. I don't believe anything. Okay, I go with facts.
Now, the thing is, you're saying it's curved. Now, the whole thing is, before you can say something is
I didn't say anything. I showed evidence. Many times, yes.
Can we do that horizontal? Okay, yeah, now...
I'm still waiting for you to debunk that evidence.
Can we establish a horizontal?
Evidence that I brought up.
So would we use a water level? We would use a water level to establish.
Yeah, I didn't talk about a water level. I'm waiting for you to debunk the evidence that I brought up.
But I am, and this is...
No, but that's not how this works. Right hand, that's not how this works. This point is for you to debunk the evidence that I brought up, not talk about things that I didn't. I didn't mention a water level, therefore you do not talk about water levels.
You mentioned earth curve. You mentioned the earth is curved. Now I'm saying we can't know if the earth is curved unless we compare it to a horizontal, right?
No, we've measured it and seen it's curved. Please go and... No, don't straw man. I didn't mention any of that. You need to refute the measurements.
How do you know something is curved if you don't compare it against... But what do you... You're measuring something that is horizontal.
You measure it.
I've ever heard of flat.
Oh, I'm not surprised this...
Okay, so...
This guy's thick as shit.
Okay, hold on. You said when you showed me a video of Bob. Is that a measurement of the curve?
No, in case you were not paying attention, it was a measurement of rotation.
I must have missed it.
I told you the transcontinental triangulation of the American arc of the parallel.
No, the what? Say that slower.
I'm sorry that big words confuse you so much. The transcontinental triangulation of the American arc of the parallel.
Okay, so the American arc of the parallel, what is that? Is that stars?
Do you know what a parallel is?
Two lines.
Do you think geodetic surveyors measure using the stars
that don't two horizontal lines that don't? Would you agree that a parallel is two horizontal touch? Would you agree? So horizontal lines that don't touch?
No.
Okay, so then what is a parallel? So parallel lines touch. Is that what you're telling me?
All right. When we're talking about the Earth, do you know what a parallel is?
No, we're not talking about the Earth.
First off,
yes, we are.
Parallel. Hold on. A parallel. Listen, a parallel is a noun. Parallel is an adjective, okay?
Right? We're talking lines. Are you talking...
No, we're talking now basic fucking English. No, we're talking basic fucking English. Right? You don't say something is a happy, you know, or a red.
We have to talk about
I didn't.
You're fucking stupid.
If you're saying... If you're going to say...
It's not my fault that you don't understand...
Say that parallel is an X.
And English...
We're not on the same page. So
American arc of the parallel is talking about a specific position on Earth.
Okay, so your proof that the Earth is a ball is a specific position on Earth.
No, it's the measurement of that specific position.
Okay, how do you measure a specific position on Earth?
Using geodetic surveying methods.
Okay, so somebody is standing in a spot on Earth. How do you measure where they're standing?
Using geodetic surveying methods.
Okay, how would they do that? You're not a geodetic surveyor, so you said that. So how would you know how they do that?
They measure.
Okay, are we really going to go down this? Are we really going to go down this line where he's not a G, the Earth is flat? Are you going to say, oh, I'm a geodetic surveyor? Okay, so what's your went out and looked at it? Oh, are you okay? Proof of okay. So what's your evidence that? Are you a physicist? And are you a physicist that's fucking like extremely experienced in dealing with electromagnetic waves? Are you an optometrist that can properly explain how the eye collects the photon? Are you a neurologist that can tell us how the brain reduces it from the eye to the brain to an image that you can understand? Are you prepared to explain all that? No? Well, then why the fuck are you using it as evidence there? Yeah, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Let me clarify.
I'm using
left the foot. Let me clarify. Your refutation of me citing measurements is that you don't understand geodetic surveying. Is that correct?
Measure it, but I asked you how they measure it. But you're not a geodetic surveyor. You can't tell me
using geodetic surveying method. No, I don't need to.
So you're saying they measure, but you're not a. What does that mean? Tell me what they do to measure. Do you know what a theodolite is?
Parallel. Do you know what a theodolite is?
Parallel is.
Do you know what a theodolite is? Do you know what a theodolite is?
Yes, it's a scope with a level on it.
Okay, and what do you think you could do with multiple theodolites?
Well, what can I do with a scope? You can look through it.
Yeah, so maybe they're looking through scopes and citing certain things and measuring triangles.
Looking at now, measurement.
If you were to, well, you can measure angles. Actually, that's a very dumb thing to say.
Can you measure? Measure a distance 50 feet?
They're measuring angles.
Okay, but it's optically without any sort of. Okay, but an angle's not like a. Just
they're measuring angles.
An actual thing, right?
An angle's not an actual thing. Look, we understand that you don't get how surveying works.
Can you show me an angle?
So, what would happen?
Can you show me an angle?
That's an angle.
No, you're showing me your fingers.
No, that's an angle. Yes, so well done. The space in between is the angle. Well done. Do you need any more third grade math lessons? Do you need any more third grade math lessons?
The space between objects is an angle?
Right, so what we're saying is you can't refute the geodetic surveying, so let's move on to the fact that the curve has been the rotation's been measured.
Wait, you're saying, but no,
we're moving on because you failed to...
angles, hang on,
whoa. You failed to get to... You failed to address it. No, I failed to... You failed to refute. Mute you if you don't carry on. I refute the fact that the Earth has been measured. You've just said I don't understand geodetic surveying, and angles aren't a real thing. Yes, you did, and then you said that angles aren't a real thing. That is a big fail. So we're going to say you've lost that part, and we're going to move on to you trying to refute the fact that the rotation's also been measured. Off you go.
Okay, so
you've got 3 minutes left of your refutation time.
Okay, you said angles. So you don't want to talk about your angles.
So no. Sorry, you've lost that bit. We're moving on to rotation now.
You don't want to talk about your angles. You don't want to talk about the space in between your fingers.
You've lost that point. We're moving on to rotation now.
No, you said that an angle is the space in between your fingers.
No, do you not want to do that either? Cool, no worries.
Do you want to leave it at is the space in between? Are you okay with leaving it in your fingers?
You know what? We'll move on to my refuting. Yeah, no worries. I'll just mute you then. Right, so your evidence, if you like. I'm going to refute RighttheHand's evidence because...
Well, hold on. We need to make sure that with any evidence that he has presented, that he is an actual professional in that field that he's presenting the evidence in. If he's going to hold you to those standards, then we're going to hold him to those standards. Yeah. If you can't present evidence that professional surveyors have put out, then he can't present any evidence that he's not a professional in that field for. I'm holding him to that. Since he holds you to that, we're holding him to that. Fuck this fucking giving him special fucking, special rules that he can have where he holds us to a different. Fuck that.
Bring up geodetic. So that was your claim. So
yeah, no, I did.
Yeah,
and you failed to refute. And you failed to refute.
Doesn't matter. What did you bring up?
So I didn't bring it up.
What did you bring up? What did you bring up? What did you bring up?
With you throwing out anybody's claim who is a geodetic surveyor.
Can we?
Or let's throw out Craig's claim because he's not a geodetic.
Can we? Can we go with? Can you remind me what your evidence was?
Yeah. Well, yours was just thrown out by.
No. We're going to ask you what your evidence was.
What's your evidence?
I forgot what your evidence was, so if you could just remind us what your evidence was.
Okay. My evidence is that horizontal is level, and level is established.
Wait. Time out. Are you, hold on, do you have a degree in geometry?
You don't need.
Like, yes or no? Do you have a mathematics degree? Hold on, degree in mathematics. Shut up. Yes or no? No? Well, then you are not allowed to be talking about parallel, horizontal. No, shut up. You're not allowed to talk about parallel. No, shut up. No.
Why are you so?
Because you're not going to pull this bullshit.
What's wrong?
What's
wrong with you? Why are you just going no? It's okay. Do you need a degree to establish a horizontal?
Team, you're breaking.
You allow Craig to. Yeah, it's because my computer's crashing. I have to restart it.
Do you need a degree to establish a horizontal?
Do you need a degree? Do you need a degree to understand what a geodesic surveyor is doing?
No, to establish a horizontal.
No, do you need a degree? Does Craig need a degree to understand? Does Craig need a degree?
But that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you, do you
need a degree to understand what
you need a degree to establish a horizontal?
Geodetic surveying is. Does he need it? That's what I'm asking. You do not have a fucking mathematics degree. You are not in a position by your own way you establish who is allowed to present things and who is not allowed to present things. You are not allowed to present anything that has to do with mathematics unless you have a degree in math. That's what your standard.
I'm not bringing up math. I'm just saying, can you establish a horizontal without a piece of paper as a degree?
So again, what was your evidence that level is horizontal?
Well, first,
Craig, I'm restarting my computer. I'll be right back.
No question. You guys are very smart.
No. No, you don't. This isn't the point we get to ask questions.
I'm going to say
this is 10 minutes, and I'm just trying to remember what that was. This is the time where I get to refute was. So level is horizontal. The evidence you brought up in your
was horizontal.
Right. Okay. Well, that's incorrect.
You need a degree to establish a horizontal.
So this is where you stop talking, and I refute what you were saying. So no, according to Merriam-Webster dictionary, level is defined as conforming to the curvature of the liquid parts of Earth's surface. That is the dictionary definition of what the word. No, this isn't the time that you get to refute. This is where I'm refuting you. No, I'm just going to mute you then if you don't know how this works. So the dictionary definition of the word level is conforming to the curvature of the liquid parts of Earth's surface. When you look at anything to do with the Earth, so any kind of surveying or anything like true level is called the curvature like that, when the term level is actually of the Earth. So level is referred to in surveying manuals. The horizontal, no, not according to all the definitions that there is. What was the other thing you brought up? You said the sun moves in the sky. Yeah, well, that is not any evidence that the Earth is flat, because if the Earth was flat and the sun was moving in the sky, the angular size would change. It does not. Therefore, that evidence refuted. See, that's how you refute something. So, no, that's actually another point to me. I think it's 3-0 right now, RighttheHand. You're not doing very well. I thought you said you were prepared.
Okay, so you're just so that
I've got evidence of that.
When you say the sun does this,
evidence of that.
Okay, okay. Therefore, the Earth can't be flat. I win. So this was your evidence. You said I see the sun move and it doesn't change in angular size. Therefore, the Earth can't be flat. So your evidence was not that the sun was moving, but that you believed it didn't change. No,
I don't believe anything. I've got 100% proof that it does not change in angular size.
Your belief is that the Earth can't be flat because of that. That's your belief.
Because it's not a belief. It is a fact that if the Earth was,
did you see it? Did you observe the Earth as not being flat because the sun moves away, or did you only?
If the Earth was flat and the Earth was small and local, it would change.
This is your belief.
No, that's not how it works. That's how you form. That's how you form.
If
do that. That is not how you do. No, you don't get to talk over things. You form hypothesis. You form hypothesis. I mean, RighttheHand. I will mute you every time you says by using if statements. So if the Earth is flat, then we could expect A to happen, or we could expect B to happen. Then you test to see if that happens. All right. Every time you ever talk me RighttheHand, I will mute you. Do not act like a little child, or you'll be treated like a little child. Is that clear?
Oh, you talk when I talk. It's hard to know when. It's hard to stop when you're talking.
Well, the conversations stop. Happen when one person stops talking, then the other person starts. It's not when you use the beginning of your sentence to interrupt the middle of mine. I know that basic comprehension of the world is very hard for a fucking retard like you, but do try as we could expect to happen. Try and pay attention. So, team, thank you very much. You're back. If the Earth was flat, then one of the things we could expect to happen with the Sun, if it was small and local, moving away and towards you, physics says, and the law of angular perspective, alpha equals 2 times the arctan of g over 2r, dictates that the Sun would change in angular size. This does not happen, therefore the Sun moving in the sky cannot be evidence that the Earth is flat, unless everybody in the Earth has their own individual suns.
Okay, so let's go slow. Okay, so do you agree we see the Sun move?
We do appear to, yes.
Okay, so do you agree that it doesn't change in angular size? Because that's what we see, right?
It definitely
seeing the same thing. Now,
it does not change in angular size, no.
Oh, we agree we see the same thing, right? Okay, I agree, because I see the same thing. We see that we're seeing.
Yes.
Now, you believe,
you don't get to straw man me. You don't say I believe because I don't believe anything.
Okay, so then, okay. Oh, let me take back.
I say it is evidence for.
Okay, so the Sun moving is evidence that the Sun moves?
Sorry?
Is that what you're saying?
Say that again?
You said we agree the Sun moves, right?
I said the Sun appears to move in the sky.
Okay, it appears. So so you agree that we see the Sun to apparently move?
Yes.
Okay, that's what we see. I agree. Now you're saying with
team's asking you a question.
Question.
Are
you an astronomer?
Kyle.
Yeah, I've asked you a question.
That could only happen.
Are you an astronomer?
Okay, but we're just talking about like watching the sun.
No. No. I'm asking you a question.
Okay,
Are you an astronomer?
Yeah.
Do you study astronomical objects? Do you have a degree in astronomy?
So we see
then
the
you shouldn't
sun
be talking about this. Then you're not allowed to talk about this. You're not allowed to present this evidence like that.
Would you say it's empirical evidence that the sun appears to move?
I'm not an astronomer. According to your standards, I would have no idea.
So you can't tell me if you see the sun move or not because you're not an astronomer?
I'm not an astronomer. According to your standards, I have no idea. No, you're not an astronomer either, so you shouldn't provide this evidence. Please, don't provide evidence.
You agree that...
you're not prepared to back up. Now you're starting to see how stupid that position with an education. Position is, aren't you? Now you're starting to see the ridiculousness of your fucking position, aren't you?
No, I'm just asking.
Say yes. Say yes. Answer the fucking question.
You agree we
Answer
see the
my
sun
fucking
to apparently
question.
move?
Answer team's question first.
Okay, but
do you now see the ridiculousness? Do you now see the ridiculousness of your fucking standards held on Craig? Yes, you do.
I'm trying
you
to
are a
establish
fucking
if
hypocrite.
we see the sun move, if the sun appears to move or not.
No, you're not an astronomer. You're not an astronomer. You're not an astronomer.
You make it seem like you need to agree to look at the sun move across the sky.
He cannot use geodetic surveying. No, listen. You said he cannot use. Mute him for a second so he can fucking hear me. Geodesic surveying evidence. He said that you told us because he's not a fucking geodesic. Told Craig that he could not use GeoSurveyor. You said that. You cannot use evidence of the sun because you are not a fucking astronomer. Bottom line, either you realize the ridiculousness of your fucking standards. Hey, you're not an astronomer. What are you doing? You're just looking at the sun. You're just looking at the sun, right? You're not an astronomer. How do you know what you're even looking at?
Bro, look at Craig. He's half retarded.
Okay,
look at the
so
sun.
the bottom line is admit that your standards are ridiculous and stop holding him to different standards.
Why do you need a degree? Come on. He wears glasses and he can look at the sun. You don't need a degree.
Yeah, he can also. Hey, you know what? He can also.
Weed. It's so much better.
Is that your fucking look out and see fucking ship fucking responses? Am I on just going over Horizon? Yeah.
You should try
drugs. No, I just don't have time for your bullshit.
Yeah, you're not the kind of person that just smoke weed right
for your bullshit. I do not have time for your bullshit.
You need a degree to look at the sun.
And because you said I need a degree to cite a geodetic surveyor, so...
Yeah,
Well, we're not
exactly.
talking about this, sir. We're talking about just looking at the sun now. And now he's like,
Yeah, that's the job of
We're not
astronomers.
going to hold separate standards
It seems like
for
all
you.
he's doing
That's
is saying
what
you need
we're
to
not
agree to
going
stuff,
to do.
right?
Well, that's what you said to me.
We're not going to hold separate standards
Greg,
for you.
Greg, do you think you need a degree to look at the sun and watch it apparently move?
That's
Maybe
not
you
the point
disagree
here.
with Team Skeptic.
I'm not involved in that question. I've told you my position on the sun.
You know,
Look at the sun, but
then
you
we
also
have to
don't
throw
need to
away
fucking...
The sun doesn't change in angular size.
See right there.
your
You
sun
don't need-
observation too, because you're not.
And
Craig,
of
are
course
you
you
an
don't need a
astronomer?
degree to look. No, you do not need a degree to look at the sun, just like he does not need a degree to cite geodesic surveying fucking methods. The people that took the survey do have a fucking degree.
No,
they
but
are professional
Craig's not an
surveyors.
astronomer.
That's all he has to
can't look
do.
at the
So
sun.
no, it doesn't fucking matter.
But he's not an.
If
That's
you're
your
going
logic.
to hold him
I'm
to
using
certain
your
fucking
logic. Craig's not an
standards, then
astronomer.
you're
He
going
can't
to have
use
to
the sun.
hold
Okay, well,
yourself
his evidence
to
is
those
thrown
same
out.
standards.
Good job,
Bottom
Team
line.
Skeptic. You just ruined your own dude. You just fucked your
By
own
telling
dude, man.
you that he does not need to be a geodesic surveyor to present geodesic surveying fucking
Craig's
evidence.
not a surveyor.
No, you
and
don't.
Craig doesn't have
Okay,
an
well
astrology
then you
degree,
need
so
to be
Craig
a
can't do
fucking.
any. He
Then
didn't present any
you
evidence.
need to be a
Okay,
Craig,
right.
what do you have? You don't have degrees to back it
astronomer.
up.
Okay, right.
Degrees.
Kyle, shush. So,
astronomical observation.
This is bad.
okay, so if you are allowed to talk about looking at the sun, I am allowed to cite geodetic surveyors, okay?
Oh, whoa! I think if I can look at the sun, then you can look at the sun.
No, if you're allowed to cite the job of astronomers, then I'm allowed to cite the job of geodetic surveyors, which is measuring the Earth.
No, you're allowed to cite the job of astronomers.
No, I'm allowed.
I'll give you more than I got.
No. Astronomers was the thing you brought up. Astronomers.
Craig, come on.
I'll mute you whilst I explain because you don't know how conversations work. You were the one that brought up looking at the sun and astronomers and stuff. I was the one that brought up geodetic surveyors. So I get to cite. Please continue with your point. Like that, and you get to cite.
Okay, so now I'm an astronomer.
Astronomers and looking at the sun. Now, please.
I have the expertise of an astronomer.
We're moving on from that. You're allowed to cite things that astronomers do. I'm allowed to cite things that geodetic surveyors do.
Okay. So now the Earth cannot move because astronomically speaking, right? It has to be geocentric. Yeah, it has to be geocentric because
citation required,
right? Yeah. Well, look, you can say the Earth is a ball. That's fine. You're the.
I know. I don't need to say anything.
You're right. But you can't argue with me. I'm the astronomer, and I say the Earth isn't moving. It's
got any evidence of that?
The stars.
Any evidence?
But you're not an astronomer. I am.
Have you got any evidence of that?
No. You're not the stars move. Yes. Astronomer, you don't know why they move.
Yeah, but the Earth rotates. It's been measured.
I have the expert about the sky. The sky moves because the sky moves. The
No.
Earth is still. It's geocentric. The Earth is geocentric. It's still a ball, I'll give you that, but it's geocentric. So I'm going to win this debate. Sorry, Greg. Gotcha, bitch.
Right, so...
you played right into my hands! Cool. So the Earth is geocentric. You proved it's a ball, I proved it's not moving. Right? Good job, Greg.
Right.
So, the Earth is non-moving
like I
ball.
said, you are allowed to cite astronomers.
Yep, I did. And I did.
And no astronomers say that it is geocentric.
Geocentric. You're not an astronomer. You don't know what we do.
Please show me an astronomer.
Expertise.
No, I said you are allowed astronomer.
You're not an astronomer.
No, I didn't say to cite. I said you are allowed. No, you're not an astronomer.
You gave me the
to cite astronomers. So please show me this astronomer. Please show me this.
You can't refute. I'll show you geocentric recitings. Yes.
Please show me an astronomer.
Yes.
Please show me one. Right, go on then.
Geocentric.
Please show me an astronomer that says the Earth is geocentric.
I don't have the. You didn't give me the power to present, but
you can screen share in Zoom. Please present the evidence.
You can go right. Yeah, geocentrism.
No, this is your evidence. Please present me which astronomer right now says the. No, come on, it's your evidence.
Geocentrism.
Right, I'll mute you when I ask you because you don't know how this works. Conversations, right? Your evidence is that astronomers say the Earth is flat and geocentric. Look up stuff. This is your claim. Please present evidence to back. So please show me the astronomers that back up that claim. I'm not going to go to say that the stars are moving and not the Earth.
Yeah, it's called geocentrism. It's what we believed. before a couple other guys made up heliocentrism.
Please show me evidence of that.
Yeah, who do you want me to show you? Galileo? What do you want? What do you want?
Please show me evidence.
People that believe it's geocentrism?
Please, come on. I'm waiting. It's up to you. I'm waiting for you to give me a citation.
That believe it's geocentric.
I'm waiting for a citation from you.
Okay, when you say citation, you want me to? Here's a citation
then why did the moons of Jupiter orbit Jupiter and not the Earth?
In astronomy, the geocentric model known as geocentrism, often exemplified by the.
Yeah, you just said that it's not correct.
Platonic system is a superseded.
Do you understand what the word
superscription? The universe with Earth at the center.
It's been superseded. So you've just cited something that is superseded. So can you cite me a current? Yeah, can you cite me a current astronomer that's reading what astronomy is?
Here it is. Many ancient civilizations, such as those in classic Greece and Ptolemaic Rome. They say that anywhere the Earth, the Sun, Superior revolve around the Earth once per day. So yeah, this has all been established.
Please give me a citation. I'm waiting for one.
I just did. I just showed you.
No, you read something about geocentrism. You didn't cite me.
Well, that's what a citation is. If I get a citation, is me reading something, right?
Can I see that they? Can you show me a study that astronomers have done? Evidence that these.
Citation.
I'm going to mute you. Can I see any evidence when I'm talking? Can you show me the evidence that these people?
When you get done.
Yeah. Cool, I'll get to you in 1 sec. I need you to actually show me the evidence that confirms what you are saying. Not just saying some people in history once thought that. The thing you cited said the word superseded. So please give me the sources, the citations, the papers that these sources have all gathered so that we can look at them. You can't just say, well, this person believes that. I want to see the citation. I want to see the source, please.
Okay, but when you say citation, right, you're talking about what somebody else said, and I have to read that, right?
You've got a screen share. How Zoom works? I mean, that's a stupid error. You can share with me. Good question. You can barely tie your shoelaces, I'm sure.
Okay, so here.
Do you not now? What is your favorite color? What is your favorite flavor of crayon? Is it the purple ones?
Lead.
Okay, but what you're doing is. See, it says only the host can share in this meeting, so you don't even know how Zoom works. You're an idiot.
No, you can literally click on screen share and share.
I'm literally clicking it, and it says only the host can share in this meeting.
No, it says that everyone is allowed to screen share, so...
I'm clicking and it's.
You have to question his ability to fucking understand what he's reading.
Okay, so look, but here's so you said citate. You wanted me to cite geocentrism. Ancient Greek, ancient Roman, medieval philosophers usually combine geocentric model with a spherical Earth. Okay, so this Starkus of Samos,
right? With a spherical Earth.
Okay, he developed it. So this is this has been documented. They are all been. Everything you're asking for, I've given you. Now you're just saying I don't like it. Now, that's not my fault that you don't like geocentrism and that the sky moves and the Earth doesn't. That's not my problem. But
so,
cited.
You do know that geocentrism isn't flat Earth, though, right?
Not our fault. You don't like education.
Anyway, team had a question.
Yeah, I have a question. If everything in the universe orbits fucking Earth in a geocentric universe, right? Then why do the Galilean moons orbit Jupiter?
Okay, you understand that moons are orbiting Jupiter. Things can orbit something while they're orbiting around us. You understand something, right? So you understand that, right? Because that's you believe in your heliocentric model that the moon orbits Earth while Earth orbits the sun. You're literally retarded that you can fathom it in your model, but you can't fathom it in the geocentric model.
So let me ask you a question about the geocentric model.
You can't explain why.
Let me ask you.
Why the moon orbit Jupiter instead of
let me ask you a question about the geocentric model wrong the foot.
Jupiter doesn't orbit Earth, fat dipshit.
No, not at all.
Fat ass. But
no, how does the moon of Jupiter?
I'm asking you a question now. You're muted. So stop talking and listen to my question. Stop talking. If the Earth is geocentric, right? My which again doesn't mean flat. The question is. It just means Earth's at the center. Why do some planets appear to go backwards all of a sudden and then go forwards again?
They appear to do that. They're not actually doing that.
Why do they appear to do that?
You're asking me why?
Yeah.
Well, can't you see it? You see it. So you want my opinion?
No, I want your explanation.
Okay, well, an explanation would be my opinion, right?
No, that's not what an explanation is.
Okay, so then if I explain it, it's the truth?
If you can back up your explanation with verifiable facts, then yes. Please explain the retrograde motion of some of the planets.
Okay, so we see. Okay, so that's the facts, right? Would you agree we see the retrograde motion?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, now you want me to explain that?
Yes, that's how these things work.
Okay, so you want my opinion on the facts?
No, that's not what an explanation is. An explanation isn't an opinion.
Okay, so then what is but we already have the facts, the retrograde motion. So what more do you want? My opinion?
Why that retrograde motion happens.
So you want my opinion why it happens?
No, I want you to explain why it happens, not your opinion on why it happens.
If I explain why it happens, then that would be the truth?
If your explanation matches with reality and physics. So do you have an explanation for the... I'm asking a question. I'm asking...
I do.
I'm asking a question. Why the retrograde motion of the planet? Question. Please explain this happen, okay? Don't ask questions about anything else. Just explain why. Come on.
Okay. But give me a little time to speak. So when you're saying explain why the retrograde happens, now we see this thing in the sky. Now you're telling me to make up a story why it happens.
No, I'm asking you to explain why it happens. Can you not explain why it happens?
That's what you make up a story why it happens?
No. There is an explanation on the heliocentric model as to why it happens. Is there
which is a story that somebody made up?
No, it's not. It's not a story. It is physics and how it works.
So every explanation is the truth.
If it is backed up with physics, is there an
okay, here's the thing.
Explanation for it or not?
If I said I can explain that...
Come on, just make something up if you need to.
Yes. Go on. Fall because the sky...
No, that's not. We're not talking about... I'm asking you to explain the retrograde motion of some of the planets in the sky.
Yeah, because it's a magnetic electrical discharge that creates positive and negative... That's how it all works. It's not gravity. It's actually a form of magnetism. It just works the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's stupid.
Can you show me a measurement of that? Because that's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, you see the retrograde motion.
And how is that caused by electromagnetism?
Because of the charge change. Like how you have the charge change.
The charge change.
They repel each other. This is charge change. You're asking me to explain a story. This is why you don't understand.
You're wrong, RighttheHand. We're just asking you
the charge change.
To vocalize your stupidity, and you're doing it. Oh, never get it. Never get a hell of a job.
Okay, so can you explain a unicorn? Right, a unicorn is a.
I don't need to explain a unicorn. They don't exist.
Explanation of a unicorn. You see how explanations are just stories.
Did you know
that's a part of an explanation? If somebody asked you more questions, you could explain further. If I but if I said then, hold on, no. But if I said then, hold on, no. RighttheHand. Understand what you're doing, okay? You just said, oh, I'm going to describe a unicorn, and then let's say I was a person who's completely ignorant. Hold on, that's fine. But let's say, RighttheHand, let's say I'm corn ever before, but I know this person who's never fucking heard of horses. And I know what a horn is, or seen, or anything. A unicorn. Now you explained that to me. Now I can visualize. Oh, I understand what a unicorn looks like. Where can I find these things? Okay, where can I find them now?
I understand it because I explained it.
No. But where can I find them? I'm now asking for more information. You've given me a partial explanation. Where can I find these unicorns you speak of?
So you want a physical unicorn?
Yeah. Did you know, for instance, the unicorn...
Just answer. Tell me where to find one.
Did you know, for instance, the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland?
You're saying you want the actual unicorn?
Yeah. We would like evidence of this unicorn now.
Okay. So wait, no.
Where can I find one?
So we're saying that explanation is a story, and then there's the physical object.
Where do I find unicorns at? Where can I go get one of these unicorns right now?
Explanations.
No, I continue. Where? The pet store? The pet store?
That's where it is.
No, can I go get one at the pet store?
You get one in an explanation.
Why can't I go get one at the pet store? Why can I not go physically grab a unicorn?
So do you understand how an explanation is not empirical now?
No, an explanation can start out as a partial explanation and then be driven forward by further questioning. Like if you asked us and we said, okay.
So the unicorn's empirical because I explained it, right? Is that your argument?
That's not how this works.
No, I agree. Listen, I agree that conceptually speaking, a unicorn does exist. Because conceptually speaking, a unicorn, you can think it up, you can draw it, does exist. Hey, conceptually, you can describe it.
Saying unicorns exist? Are you getting any more sound
Do thoughts exist?
Craig,
Do thoughts exist? Does happiness exist? No, hold on. Does anxiety exist? Hold on. Does anxiety exist? Yes or no?
No. You can't hold anxiety.
Yes, it does.
Something that exists. It's a word. It's a
exactly,
concept.
And that's your fucking problem. That's your fucking problem because you limit yourself to that description right there. That's not how reality works.
You're trying to make
but that's not how reality works.
That's not how it works.
But that's not how reality works. That is not how reality works.
You're gone, dude. Concepts aren't real. Anxiety's not. You can't hold anxiety. Anxiety.
Yeah.
Not the unicorn.
Okay, so exactly, I can. It's the uneasiness. So I guess all the medical uneasy feeling that a person gets when they're put in a fucking situation that they're not comfortable in. That is what anxiety is. It's the feeling that
you can also go deeper than that. You can say anxiety is actually caused by a lack of serotonin being released in certain situations, which causes your brain to want a particular drug, and that is an uneasy feeling, and that particular drug is serotonin that your brain at that time isn't having. So anxiety chemical. Yeah, so anxiety is a physical thing. Anxiety causes that.
Serotonin's a physical chemical. Anxiety is the concept unicorn.
No.
Serotonin's the actual chemical. Anxiety is the concept.
Do you?
The explanation is right. This is good. It's the concept.
No, you don't understand anything. No, an explanation is presenting corroborating evidence to back up what you're saying. We know you don't understand what evidence is, right? So I'd like to go back over what's happened right now. I've asked RighttheHand to present evidence. He went, well, I don't understand what evidence is, and the sun moves in the sky. And now he's trying to argue about what evidence is because he doesn't understand it. It's typical Flat Earth, really. It's all they have. I just want to say that we've got Ranty in the chat, and I just want to say thank you to Ranty because that $750 is going to go towards my family having a nice time. If anyone's on hand, how about this evidence? You got any? Unsure of what I'm talking about? Check out my community post.
No, we were talking explanation.
So right.
You switch from evidence to explanation. So
yeah, because you need to explain your evidence.
Yeah.
Now present evidence of the unicorn existing.
Yeah, the unicorn. You asked me to explain the retrograde. Now we just got done. Me and Team went back and forth, and he said the explanation is just the story you make up. It's not the actual unicorn. So an explanation.
No, he didn't say that.
The unicorn. The
Have you all of a sudden put your microphone in your ass or something?
I don't know.
Because it sounds like it's in your ass. I imagine it's a gaping hole.
Oh, only you would know what a microphone in an asshole sounds like.
Oh no, you just put it further up. Team, you still there? Up there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just chatting with Ranty. In fact, while he takes his microphone out of his asshole, let me. Okay, so yeah, run.
Peace out, bro. Bitch. That was good. That was good, Greg.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're leaving whilst you're 4-0 down? Are you not going to try and get some wins?
Got a few women you got to go beat up on?
Yeah. Oh, no, team, come on. We know what happens when RighttheHand tries to fight a woman. Just look at the screen.
Yeah, and you can see what happens when Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic try and debate me.
Yeah, we destroy you and you look like an absolute fool. I mean, what we're seeing on the screen.
What was on screen? Yeah, we vocally you over the last hour. You did what this chick did to you, our bitch. Run by on screen. We vocally did this to I have a great life. Go get beat up by another fucking chick, dude. No big deal.
Yeah, show me the explanation.
So you don't have any explanations for anything
I know
or
a
any
chick named
evidence
Mona
or
that'll
anything?
work your ass too. So if you ever find yourself in fucking Texas, I'll grab Mona and put her in a fucking bare knuckle boxing match with you instead of this rolling around on the ground shit. We'll see if you can whoop her ass too.
I just love watching this. I mean, just like look at him trying so hard, and she's just playing with him. Like she's just throwing him down.
The funniest,
look at her laughing. Look at it. Look, like
the funniest thing I think is these people who think that they're not untrained and can beat them just because they're a woman. I'm sorry, but that woman laying with you, yeah, she right there is toying with you. She's not even fucking trying.
Dominating him.
Literally.
Look at him.
Okay.
Like, wait till you see this face in a sec. Hold on, I want to watch this for a sec because this face after the first tap out, but the face that she makes in a second while she's like holding him down, it's just one of my favorite things in the world. I mean, look at her laughing right there. But and she gets him in a little neck hold, like he's crying here about how much he's hurting, and she's like, "Oh, this is so much fun," and she puts her leg over. Totally pins him, and watch her face now. This is my favorite bit in the world.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know about fighting and shit,
that look there.
Technically, the bottom is not where you want to be. You know,
this is the face of a woman fighting RighttheHand. She looks she's doing her shopping list in her head, team.
Yeah, and I want to address Ranty in the chat because I actually don't have a problem with Ranty.
No, neither do I. He's just maybe $750 richer.
Yeah, there's a lot of flat earthers that I don't fucking enjoy having discussions with, and I don't enjoy even listening to. I disagree with you, Randy. I don't think you're fucking right by the shape of the earth, but no big deal, right? One thing I do respect about Ranty is that he actually tries, okay? A lot of these other people are con. I don't think you're right. I think you're in, Ranty, and you're actually out there trying to help yourself. I really believe that you're... While I understand this world better, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? When I tried to super chat you the other night, I was trying to say that I wasn't even being hateful or anything. I was like, hey man, just wanted you to know I don't have a problem with you, and you know, here's it was just $5. It wasn't like some huge amount.
I was trying to super chat you as well.
I was literally trying to just show you support because I think that you are a step ahead of all these other fucking ignorant ass pieces of shit. They're con men. You're actually what would be considered a truther. I don't think you're right. I'm not here to fucking burst up your fucking bubble, blow up your head. A single flat earther, or your ego or anything like that. But then the one that I'm going to donate to is you, because you know, if I'm going to donate to, you actually get out there and make observations. Plus, hey, why not show appreciation to the person whose evidence I've used the most in debates?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh, it's amazing.
Like, but Ranty, me, like, I see that you said you unblocked me, and I appreciate that, but you can't let people do that. Even when I have people who are out there blocking people for no reason, I at least tell them on the side, hey man, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are fucking, whether they agree with me or not, you can't fucking take that, you can't take that away from them. You know, I wasn't in there trolling anybody. I didn't go in there and say anything.
I went in there to troll Bob a little bit.
That could, yeah, you could say that why don't you come on and debate me? He won't debate me. I told Bob to debate me. Why won't he debate me, Ranty? You know, I said, hey, why don't you try to ask yourself that question? Even on your channel, I said I'd come on that day. I said, get Bob on, I'll come on. I would come on right then and there.
And the
but
thing
you
is,
won't do it, and you need to ask yourself that.
The thing is, Ranty, you've got Bob as a moderator on your channel, right? And he blocked me, he blocked Team, and he blocked quite a few other people who were actually trying to super chat you. So I know that you've got issues with people not super chatting you. Oh, thanks to one of your moderators, you lost out on maybe $30-40 directly because of Bob. Because Bob is too afraid to answer questions that we put at him. Because Bob is a fucking con man. Bob has measured the is a liar. And he's going rotation of the earth. Right, Team, at the moment, Bob is going around telling... He's not a flat earther. He people that... oh, well, when we went up in elevation, the gyro actually measured a faster rotation, right? But I've seen those results, and what he's not neglecting to tell people is that they're talking about the results they gathered whilst they were in the process of changing elevation, which means that the gyro was moving, which means that the gyro was under compression due to a delta of pressure, and it actually says in the manuals for these gyros that that is the results you would probably get. But as soon as Bob was stable at an elevation and they once again measured the 15-degree rotation. But Bob won't tell anybody this. He's just telling people that he measured a 26-degree rotation.
It affects his
when he was higher in elevation.
It affects his con.
Because Bob likes to lie to people.
You know, that con men specifically cannot exist if they out their own con. That's the thing. It's the long con for him in Jainism.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ranty. You cannot say that it's not about the money when you said this, dude. Come on.
If a radius...
No, it's not about the money.
He uses the radius...
Why? Why did you do that?
Before you play that, I think what he's saying, let's not strawman him here. I think he's saying that the blocks were not about the money, that him blocking people and having people blocked on his channel was not about the money. Because you had said that, you know, he missed out on about $40 or $30, $40 or whatever.
No, I think he's saying it's not let me know, but you can't say that when you about the money and super chats in general. You say things like this. I mean, if I'm wrong, Ranty, then...
Holy shit, guys, we've been going an hour and I've not even had a single super chat. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Like, for real, seriously? Right, okay, we've got 140 people watching. I decided to have a look at the Flat Earth channel. This is for his last 2 streams that he did, 5 hours. 90 super chats from his supporters, guys. My last show generated $2.99 for 3 hours of content, and I've been doing an hour right now and haven't had another single super chat. And if you're wondering why these Flat Earth channels cannot survive, maybe it's because of this particular reason.
Now, serious talk, Ranty. Do you know how distasteful that was?
You know, I mean, like, I can understand. Yeah, that you just alienated anyone you want to bring anybody that might have given money to you, bring something to someone's attention. But, dude, that was, and just in my opinion only, Ranty, okay? You might have thought through it and have a more logical reasoning behind it, and I just don't know. But in my opinion, that alienates the people out there that can't afford, especially now when everybody's going through a hard times. Like, there's a lot of people out there that are jobless right now. Like, you don't want to push away viewers at any point, Ranty. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, content creator to content creator, I'm on your side, okay? I believe in freedom of speech. I wouldn't want anybody fucking taking your shit down. I wouldn't, Ranty. Yeah, especially support shit like that on any... Exactly, right? But especially on you, content creator, especially you, Ranty. I would never want that on you. Now, content creator to content creator, that was a bad move on your end. You should never have done that.
And Team's right. Whether you think that it's because Globers get more support or what, it really doesn't matter. Doing that is a extremely distasteful thing that will not make people want to support you. It is literally seen as you whining. I'm giving you some advice here, Ranty, right? I think that's fucking humorous that you bring up my super chats and say, oh, look, he's being supported, but I'm not. When you know, in a show a few months ago, I mean, everyone knows about this, you got like, you know, $700-800 fucking dollars off of that guy that apparently was supposed to go to supported, and that $2 that Roxanne, but whatever Riley's wrong about, you made, you should be fucking thankful for that. But you know, you get for that. Right? I don't demand that people super chat me, and I don't complain when they don't. I am beyond fucking grateful for the support that I get, and that's the way you should do it. And if you're not getting super chatted, maybe that means people aren't enjoying your shows, Ranty. All right, it's not because they don't want to. You're still getting 150 to 200 people watching your shows. There's 200 people there that could be super chatting. Be entertaining. You know, and hey, how about this, Ranty? If you want to come on and just have this conversation, let's just leave the flat Earth out of it for 20 minutes, okay? 30 minutes. We won't talk about, you know, the shape of the Earth for a few minutes. Let's just talk about, you know, content creation. People out there love it. There's other people that can fight, can pick up something from you, or you learn from this conversation, and you can pick up something from us. But maybe I can pick up something from you. Or by all means, come on here. We don't have to argue about the shape of the Earth to have a productive conversation. Yeah, absolutely. But whether you think that Flat Earth isn't getting supported or not, it's just not a cool thing to do. And from a content creator point of view, it's really uncouth. It made me cringe seeing that the first time. I was like, oh, for fuck, if I was one of your supporters that was thinking of super chat during that stream, I wouldn't have after you said that. And it's as simple as that. It's just not something you do. Well, Nathan Oakley, do that. At the beginning of every single one of his shows, he just, if you want. But I don't think Nathan tells people that there's super chats and stuff. And even Nathan Oakley, who is the most detestable person I've ever spoken to, stops his shows to go, why is no one super chatting me? It's just, oh, dude, it was really bad.
Yeah.
But Rancy, do you want to come in? We'll have a chat with you. Whilst you're deciding if you want to come in, I'm going to read some of my super chats that I've got, and I want to say to everyone that has super chatted that thank you so much for your support. I couldn't keep doing this without you, obviously, but it's not the reason I do this. I do this because I love entertaining you guys, and I love attacking stupidity and bad side of doing it for you guys. And I'm clients or people that are denying, so I keep doing it whether you guys pay me or not. Clients, I love attacking it, and but thank you very much for the financial support. I've passed 200 members, and that's fucking incredible. But obviously, I know not everyone can support me financially, and the best way that you're able to support this channel is to actually share my stuff on social media. Facebook, Twitter, apparently something called MySpace and Bebo, that maybe try them, I'm not sure. What was that, Karen, social media we found the other day, team?
The what?
The Karen social media we found.
The Karen social media?
Yeah, from the Freedom to Breathe people. Remember they had their own fucking Facebook thing.
Yeah. Some of it was it was like I can't remember it off the top. I know what you're talking about now, but I can't remember what the name. Damn, I got it. It had a weird name to it. I can't think of it, but yes, it was one of those like, oh, if you need a place to express your hateful beliefs, and we'll provide the racist platform for you.
Right, so Rancy, do you want to come on? Let me know. And he says, you said it, you couldn't run your show without support. We agree, right? Well, obviously that I wouldn't be able to have it the way it is without support.
100%. Yeah. Let's agree there, Ranty. Okay, let's agree. We both need support to be able to do what we do, okay? Now let's look at how me and Fight the Flat Earth go about getting it versus how you go about getting it. And the only difference is now, if which one of our individual shows, then we're all in the same boat here, okay? We can learn from each other's shows. Like, you could look over here and see what the difference is between my show and Fight the Flat Earth show. See what works for you and grow off of something like that. I'm going to tell you something. You having 50 people on your panel screaming at each other is not entertainment. Okay, it's not entertaining. Nobody's going to give support.
Spreely,
they'll give support because Spreely, exactly.
Share me on Spreely.
But yeah, come on, Ranty. You just come on top here. Let's talk about it. Us having to respond to you in the chat is not going to work because there's a slight delay between you asking a question or making a statement and us responding. To the best of luck, I do it. So come on here. We'll have a talk. I said.
Yeah. I
really talk. If not, I do wish to hope you actually get out there and you make observations. That is the only thing that any one of us on either side of this argument can do. Because the truth of the matter is I'm not going to space, you're not going to space. We only have if we're the ones that are presenting observation, then it must be done from here on the ground. And you make observations. So that is the only reason why I, to some extent, support what you do.
Right, Ranty, I'm sending you a link to the Zoom call that I've got open. I'd like you to come in and chat about this, all right? Because you are right. Obviously, we can't do this without support.
No, fuck.
But
Fuck that. The bad guy.
Maybe that's showing that you're on the wrong side of things.
Guys can always have more money. Never believe that. Never, ever believe that. What you should believe is that Ranty, you are on the wrong side. That is correct as far as when it comes to the objective truth. You are on the wrong side. But money should never influence you. It should be you understanding your truth and standing behind behind something that you truly believe in. I truly believe in my assertion that the Earth is a globe. I truly believe in that, and I'm willing to stand up against flat earthers, concave earthers, hollow earthers, all these other earthers, flat Martians, Flartians.
I say flat Marsers.
Flat Marsers, whatever the fuck you want to. I like I'm having a vote on it right now. Whatever you want to call them, Flartians.
Flartians is cool though. You're right.
That'll be the gang of flat Marsers.
Right, so I'm going to read the super chats. But yeah, obviously we couldn't do this without the support, not to the level that I do it and support my entire life with it like this. But again, I've been on YouTube way less than you have, Ranty, and I've managed to gain this audience that want to support me. Maybe that shows that I'm doing something that they want to watch. Just saying. And Nathan Oakley makes enough money to do it as a living. I mean, I wish he wouldn't, but some flat earthers do. These tears. Thank you very much. Okay, Robert Williams, for $1 is much. I will enjoy Ranty's tears. Jess59 says $2 worth of the rant. $2 you need to watch the hand next time in that armbar. What? I like him being in an armbar by this woman. That's fun. Kyle Broster for $4.99. Oh man, if you didn't do it, it means it's false. Another one of these morons. Yeah, Right the Hand is a moron that came on, said nothing and ran away. He gets added to the rage quit counter for the year. Definitely. Gary Little for $5. I submit LIGO, 290-degree multi-kilometer tubes that are absolutely horizontal, but are 1 to 2 meters above the surface at the ends. Yeah, and there's not just one LIGO installation, there is several. And there's other installations similar to LIGO also around the world, and the Earth curves. Gary, which all have the same Little for $5. Oh no, I just read that one. Needs based on their construction. Basic trigonometry for £2. I exist, therefore angels. I can't refute that. Ranty, come in. I've sent you the link, dude. Diabetic War Slug for $20. Thank you very much. Mr. Wrong About Everything. Earth looks flat is proof. A photo shows a curve. Well, that's not you seeing it. Fuck me, this guy is special. Special, yes. Back of the short bus kind of special. Jess for $2. FTFE 2, Right the Hand 0. Jiu-Jitsu Girl 3, Right the Hand 0. Yeah, this is, what's her name? Tyra La Rosa. I'm just going to put that full screen so everyone can. Yeah, Tyra La Rosa, and see the beauty. I'll tell the story we see of Right the Hand getting his ass whooped. Find that in a minute. Carl Broster for $4.99. You're going to make him tap out? He's used to doing that. Yeah. This guy's a joke, thank you. Robert Williams for $1.99. Right the Hand is more like Flurf the Derp. Jess for $2. FTFE 3. Right the Hand 0. Sidetap 22. Rachy 0. Oh, Rachy. Throwing shade. Let's get a debate between Jess and Rachy going. That would be awesome. Brandon Toy for $4.99. How strong is the ball if you need two loudmouths and constant ridicule to defend it against simple questions? Thank you for your money, Brandon. I do appreciate it. And the ball is perfectly strong, all because pointing out your stupidity by itself, us two loudmouthity, is fucking hilarious. I just happen to enjoy defending it. Elmer Bennett for €1 with no message. Thank you very much. Jess for $2. Another point for FTFE 4. Right the Hand 0. That's cool, Ranty. No worries. Ranty says that he's been on a few times. We've taken some painkillers, right? And I understand, Ranty. Honestly, content creator to content creator here. I fully respect that. I am on a lot of painkillers all the time. I understand what being in agony is like, and I absolutely understand if you are in too much pain to come on. I will never hold that against you or anyone that suffers. Being in chronic pain is, well, maybe Right the Hand.
And I'll tell you like this.
Hell that I would not wish on.
I'll tell you like this. We don't even have to
on my worst enemy.
Do it live, man. If you want to sit back and have a conversation, just a conversation. I'm not saying that I'm better than you or that fight's better than you. We could all learn something from each other. So if you ever want to have that conversation offline, just me, you, and Fight the Flat Earth, me and you and Fight the Flat Earth, it doesn't matter. Just hit us up. We're good. We'll talk to you.
And Ranty, are you in my server as well? Because I wouldn't mind you actually being in the server. You'd be an interesting conversation to have. And actually, while we got you here, Ranty, there's one more thing that I want to say. I'm glad you and Sleeping Warrior fell out. Right? I am glad. Because as Flat Earthers go, on fucking dick. Like, you're not the worst. Like, I want to slap Sleeping Warrior is a full on him so bad sometimes. And you are better off without him in your life. He is a bad influence on you and anyone he ever speaks to. So I'm glad that you and Sleeping Warrior fell out. Just saying.
You know, somebody brings up a good fucking point. Pain is a concept like anxiety, Christoph.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Why did RighttheHand tap out? He can't say it was pain. Pain's not real. Nope, it's not pain. Pain is only a concept, guys. Pain is not something you can physically hold in your hand. So he cannot tell you that he was in pain. He can't.
No.
By his own definitions. That's why, and anybody that and tired of them saying you're not questions why I was getting so pissed off because I'm not allowed to use this other because I am fucking sick of other evidence because of this reason, and then they turn around and present the same fucking type of evidence which would by their own fucking standards be unpresentable, and they don't see a problem with it, and it pisses me off, and I'm not letting these fucking dipshits fucking get away with it anymore.
No.
When they start saying you can't use this because you're not a geodesic surveyor, okay, well then you can't use any photographic observation unless you're a fucking a professional photographer.
Yeah.
And I need degrees and certifications and all that to prove that you're being real, because we can't just accept things that people say anymore.
Could someone in the chat drop the link to my server for Ranty, please? Oh, Clive just did it. Thank you very much. You've got my sympathy, dude. Thank you very much. I'm in chronic pain with my knee and my shoulder. But Ranty, if you're under pain every single day of my life, every second of my life, and it sucks beyond belief. So, I wouldn't wish that on anyone apart from maybe RighttheHand, but, Joey Felcher for $4.99 says, great stream as always. Hope you all have a great day. And yes, that includes the other two brain cells known as Flat Earth. And then Joey Felcher became a new member. Welcome to the Destroyers. Thank you very much. You can use the awesome emoji of Nathan Thompson in jail, Anthony Riley with shit on his head, Team Skeptic attempting to whistle, and also Team Skeptic in a mankini. I'm sorry about that. Please don't hate me. Then we've got Spooked for $5 Canadian. My nickname on a Discord is Right the Testicle, named after the man. RighttheHand's voice made my head ache. The myth, the legend. Come right back. Good luck with this goof. Stringer News 1 for $5. Yeah, I think RighttheHand could be described as migraine incarnate.
Condescending prick.
Yeah. And the thing is, RighttheHand isn't a flat earther, and I know this for a fact because I've seen messages where he's like, oh, I'm just trolling everyone, and he is just a troll. He is just an idiot that wants to argue. So I brought him on here to argue with him and point at his stupid, and I think we did it pretty well. RighttheHand is just a piece of shit. And before I go on with the super chats, I'll tell the story behind the video that I'm playing of RighttheHand. So RighttheHand has been on the internet for a while. He used to go about just trolling people, even before he became... and he was on an apparent flat earther. He on a MMA YouTube channel, and he made the claim in the comments that it is irresponsible to teach women to fight because 99% could beat 99% of men, could beat 99% of women, no matter what, even without any training. Therefore, it's irresponsible to teach a woman to fight. I know that is it's some of the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. And he said,
"Yeah, for the same reason, I truly believe for the same reasons that women shouldn't be allowed in the military, because when they aim at the enemy, what they don't realize is that they're commanding officer. These are scientists. That their boobs will cause them to be scientific facts.
Absolutely.
Please do not debate me on off balance, and they'll accidentally shoot them.
So, and then he said that even if there was a professional MMA fighter, it would still be 80%, 20% in his favor. He's guaranteed to win the fight. Of course, Tara LaRosa, I think she won one of the weight belt world titles in female MMA. Took that challenge, was like, come on then, come and fight me. And then fucking destroyed him and made him tap out twice. Yeah, so he's been an internet troll for a long time.
She's a massive person.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight her.
She's a massive person. I would not want to fight her. Look at the size of her. I mean, and I'm not insulting. And
that's muscle.
I'm legitimately saying, yeah, like, she's a dominant human being. You would have to have some kind of fucking... To fight somebody like that would... exceptional strength or for anybody would be exceptional training to beat her. Like, she's going to take you down. Like, gender does not fucking matter. That is a massive human being that can dominate a tiny little prick like him.
Yeah, I mean,
look, I call you the little prick.
I call you skinny team, but that guy is fucking just like, man, a strong breeze would snap him.
Video. Yeah, I saw him in your video. He's not doing it. He's way bigger in that video than he is in your Karen video.
I know, he's lost a lot of weight. I think he lives in a trailer park or something now. So
that wouldn't surprise me.
Robert Williams for $1.99 says, why is Mars brighter and bigger now than last year? Because the heliocentric understand the difference between an opinion and model is correct. Tim Price and an explanation. Fire for $5. Seriously, he doesn't. With that, I don't think he is being a po. With that, I think he is that stupid. So, yeah.
No, he's stupid. And he's self-contradicting. Like, the whole time tonight, all I was trying to do was point out his self-contradictions. Like, he says one thing and then contradicts himself when he opens his mouth the next time. You can't do this because you're not a surveyor. But here, let me present evidence based on observations of the sun while I'm not an astronomer or an astrophotographer. Like... If you're going to hold fight to those standards, you must hold yourself to those standards. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I'm going to step in and say, nope, you're fucking wrong. You're not going to do this.
Gently's channel for £2.
Neither is light.
So
anxiety's not real. Listen, neither is light by his definition.
I know, fuck's sake.
Right? Like, you can't hold light. You can't touch light. You can't grab light. How do you know light exists?
Hey, Ranty, if you're leaving, respect. And I hope that we can have another conversation sometime.
Take care, Randy.
And you know what? I hope you don't quit your YouTube channel and that you can make it work for you. I wouldn't want any creator to have to leave because it's not working or whatever. That sucks. And I hope that you can make it work for you and that you don't leave YouTube because your proof is just the best. So have a good one, Ranty.
And another thing I want to say for Ranty, maybe take the mission statement for your channel. Earth is place that exclamation point flat and replace with a question mark. Okay. Very last punctuation mark, and instead of taking the approach that the Earth is flat, ask yourself, is the Earth flat? And then when you're done exploring that topic, go on to Ghost. Go on to other conspiracy topics. There's a huge market for people who explore conspiracy theories and crazy ideas. And you have an insight into one of the craziest ideas out there, and that's the flat Earth. I wish you the best of luck.
But the Earth's not flat. Don't be dumb.
Earth's not flat.
Gently's channel for £2 says, this is for Ranty. Nah, I'm keeping it. Out of Aliens Tech for $2 says, can you explain how a chair works? Well, no, that'd just be my opinion. Doug Skedding for, my 500 Japanese yen with no message. My opinion on a chair is pointless. It's not going to prove anything. Thank you very much. And then Tristan Stevens became, actually he's upgraded his membership to Destroyers. So thank you very much. I think that's my second highest level. So thank you. Awesome. Yeah, you're the bomb, Tristan. Justin Nill for $5 says, hi, Ranty. Ranty's gone now, so bye, Ranty. Sleepy Dan for $2, he should change his name to RighttheHand. No, just wrong the foot works. Or just dick. Justin Homan for $5, concepts don't exist. Therefore religion isn't a thing. Ontology is bullcrap. And metaphysical philosophy is an ancient pipe dream. Okay, lol. Yeah. Flat earthers are dumb.
fucking Right the Hand a quick oil check. You know, just looking back at this video, just because I really wish this woman would have given. I was watching it and she had flipped him over and she had him in such a dominant position that all she had to do was pull her thumb out of her glove, check the oil, put it in her mouth and taste it, make sure that it's fucking right. She dominates him so bad.
This is probably the most he's ever been touched by a woman, though.
God, I mean, yeah, I could imagine that.
Maybe that's why he lost. He was getting too excited. He had to tap out in case something else happened.
Fucking Mike Tyson used to talk about he'd get erections during fights and shit, man.
Yeah.
And he couldn't understand why he was getting them. He thought something was wrong with him. He thought he was just fucking such a badass that his blood starts pumping everywhere he gets fucking hard on.
I don't want to fight.
I wouldn't fight.
Fight Mike Tyson either. I like my ear. Aslan for $5 Australian says,
yeah, that's another thing.
I want to introduce him to my former teacher, good old Russian military lady. She would probably snap his poor neck by accident. We can dream. Commander Darklight for $20 Australian says, speaking of support, thank you very much. And Commander Darklight, I hope that you are feeling better. I know that you were poorly recently, and I sincerely hope that you're doing better, dude. Rachel Daniels for $5 Australian says, hello, Ranty. And Rampant for 1,000 claps for the Ranty High Five Foundation.
Yes, high fives.
Only sheeple can't see for $5 New Zealand dollars. Team Skeptic, awesome speech to Ranty. This is not the easiest time to have spare money for a modelless theory. Absolutely.
And people who live in the moment are... And here's the other thing. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. So the most erratic lifestyles and some of the most, where they ride the line of poverty because they're so erratic. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you have money and you want to spend it, spend it. You can't take your money to heaven with you, right? I mean, you can't take it to hell either. So you might as well, have fun with it and give whatever's left over to your kids. But responsibly speaking, there's a lot of people out there who have cut back on their spending. Because they're preparing for something a future that they just don't have a perfect grasp on right now. So, yeah, you're right. It's, for people that can support and still do, thank you so much. We truly appreciate that. Yeah. And for those that can't, and right now because of, I have to, for someone, let's say, says, I used to prepare for a fucked up future. Like Fighter, I want to keep supporting, but I just can't. I said, go piss off a flat earther. Share this video in a flat earth group, whether it be on Reddit or Instagram or Facebook or wherever the fuck it is, or go to an anti-masker and take one of my videos. Go say, hey, what about this guy? He kind of makes y'all look dumb. Hey, you know what? You just fucking supported the channel without having to do anything else, just by sharing the video.
And there is actually one other way that you guys can help support the channel, and Team's channel as well, is find us opponents. I spend hours every day trolling Facebook and Reddit and Twitter, trying to get new flat earthers to debate. But I really would like to debate some anti-maskers. So you can't do it financially. I've got a mission for any find me anti-guys who want to support me and team some anti-maskers to debate. I would absolutely love to debate a few anti-maskers on Team's channel and on my channel. So if you guys know any anti-maskers that are up for debate, please let me and Team know, because we love debating Flat Earth. They're fucking idiots. But the anti-maskers are dangerous team-killing fucktards, and we want to challenge those people hard. So if you know any anti-maskers that want to debate, please come and let me and Team know, and we will do it for you. Isn't that right, Team?
Oh, yeah. And a good question from Carrie Oliver. Can you give us more info about your guys' podcast, like where to find it, if it's a thing?
Yes.
It actually, though, we're going to have... Okay, so the podcast, that up probably by next week on actual podcast is in podcast outlets, okay? Currently, you can find us on Science or Satire, on our channel Science or Satire, where we do the podcast live.
Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment we're doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We started at noon Central, but we may change that up just a bit. We may move it up a little bit to maybe 1 or 2 Central, depending on some scheduling, some family scheduling stuff.
Yeah.
So, but for the time being, we've had 3 great shows. We had 2 just shows where it was me and Fight, and then we had Conspiracy Cats on Friday. It was fucking hilarious. So definitely go check us out. That's going to be you won't. That's going to be our main thing. Like, don't be disappointed if you're a podcast listener. We're going to put a lot of effort into the podcast and growing it to something that's absolutely fucking huge.
Yeah.
So definitely go over there and find the channel, and we'll keep you guys informed on where you can find the podcast when it's available.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to growing that podcast. I really am. All right, so next one is the Elmix €5. Fucking getting it all wrong. This is for Team Skeptic's art classes. He needs a lot more than that. Sorry. I've got to say, I find that insulting that you've only super chatted me €5. I think that should have been at least a €20 super chat for Team's art class. Obviously, I'm doing a ranty. Thank you. Please try and do think that I thank you very much for the super chat. I can't do this without. No, I'm kidding. Brainy Beaver.
I think you're missing. You think that they're donating money for me to go to art class, but that's not it at all. They're donating money for you to attend my art class.
Then we got Brainy Beaver, another amazing content creator who will be on our podcast on Monday. For $2 Canadian says FTFE must have got like 90 super chats. Poor Ranty. I have had quite a few, so thank you guys. Stringer News 1 for $5 says this super chat is for Ranty. Tough, I'm keeping it. Glass Monster for $2 Canadian says I only super chat if I want to. Don't ask for money. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Titanic Terrarium for 5 and FTFE. What have I missed? Dave, I'm going to say that's Sid the Flat Earther show up. Yes, and he got Sega Genesis dollars. What's up, T? Absolutely ruined. Thank you very much. The Plot Hole for $2 says, here's my shillings. Cheers. Please go and subscribe to The Plot Hole. He's about 250 U-boats away from 1,000k. BT Dubs for $5 Canadian says, if you aren't getting support, you need to look at yourself, not blame others. There are reasons Team and Fight are getting much deserved support. Yeah, I think we entertain, and I love doing it. BT Dubs for another $5 Canadian says, I just want to say this community is awesome. I really enjoy the debates and chatting with everyone. You all are hilarious and genuinely awesome people. No, you are the genuinely awesome people. Thank you very much for watching. Then we've got Only Sheeple Cat was because I was blocked on Ranty's channel, but I can't say Only Sheeple Can't See for Trigger Happy Mods, possibly Globe by $5 New Zealand. This super chusters. Thanks, Bob. FTFE and Team Skeptic. Yeah, thanks, Bob, for getting me a super chat. Cheers. Nerthan Termson for $1.99 Australian with a heart sticker. Thank you. And then we got a new member. Welcome to Scrappers, Moss Stalker. You get to use the awesome emojis of Nathan Thompson in jail, a dumpster fire, and thanks Bob, and the less awesome emojis of Team Skeptic in a mankini and Team Skeptic.
I want to update. I want to update members out there on YouTube, one of YouTube's new things. Before, you could only use those emojis in the live streams. But they have now opened them up so that you can now use them in comments.
Yeah.
Not that it's that y'all do have that ability now. Now, big deal, but as members, hey, I would like to address not your last super. I would like to go ahead and just let you guys know the chat that came in, but the one right before that from Moorstalker 37 for £2 says new to this, but have some money. I want to just let you know, Moorstalker, that all super chat cherries are to be popped on my stream. Okay? So this is your first super chat, and for anybody else out there that's thinking about their first super chat ever, I pop cherries on my channel, so you should hold off. Just kidding. Thank you for the super chat. We both love you.
Hapax Lego says that T-Jump is an anti-masker. I thought T-Jump was on the side of science. If T-Jump is an anti-masker, please somebody get him to debate me on.
Yeah, I'll debate him too.
Yeah, my channel. Oh my God, he's really?
Oh my God,
an anti-masker.
Being an anti-flat earther is like a comedy. You know, how good are you at comedy? Being an anti-masker is like, you know, being somebody who's actively dangerous to society. Fuck that.
Oh no, they said it's not T-Jump, it's Conspiracy Castle.
Oh.
Right, well, find Conspiracy Castle for me, and I will debate him, or Team will debate him, or I'll debate him on Team's channel, or Team will debate on my channel. Something.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, anything. We'll debate them.
Christopher Hoogan for $5 Australian says, because I miss so many live streams, don't shout at me. You mean you're not here for every fucking one? Why am I even doing this, for fuck's sake? That's it, Team, I'm going.
I had to turn my mic down and yell real quick.
thank you very much, dude. Then we've got it's jumped on me. Stringer News 1 for $5. How to succeed in business. Lesson 1. Sell something that people are buying. Nobody's buying flat Earth. Absolutely. More Stalker.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
More Stalker 37 for £2 says, new to this, but have some money. Thank you very much. I do appreciate having your super chat, Cherry. Titanic Terrarium for $5 Sega Genesis dollars. Lol, every time. It's Singapore dollars on the equator. No, I'm sticking with Sega Genesis dollars. That sounds way cooler. On the podcast, gents, is great stuff and an awesome JL Green tonight, FTFE and team. JL Warren for $4.99 says, best of luck on Warren is another podcast you guys should check out. His channel, Week in Horror. They do regular podcasts over there. And he's been giving me a lot of advice. Yeah, definitely. Then we got 3 Jemmy for $5. Dr. Rashid A. Butter needs debating. Well, get him to contact me. Esteban Ilabaca for 1,000 claps. I was also blocked by Bob on Ranties. Thanks, Bob. Yeah,
I want the next
Thanks,
one.
Bob.
I want the next one. I want the next super chat.
You want the
Fatal
next
Gravity for $2. Fatal Gravity for $2. First super chat. Sorry, team. First off, no, don't get all emotionally attached to that liar. He's fatal. That's not his first. That's Fatal Gravity. He's been around super chat. He's lying to troll.
Yeah.
But we love you, Fatal Gravity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. John Cromer for $5. Finally here for a live stream. Thanks for the entertainment, guys. Well, thank you for supporting me by watching the channel and all the stuff that you do. It's awesome. Zoom's just shut. That's good. And then the last super chat is from Rampant, who I had a debate with recently. He's a decent guy. We debated about the supernatural stuff. That was maybe a month ago on Monday Night Debates. I really enjoyed that conversation, Rampant. Thank you very much. For 1,000 claps, he says, I gave Ranty's live stream a try. It's boring and messy. That was my point to Ranty. Be entertaining. Your show's it looks nice, the setup you've got. There's actually just 50 guys shouting at each other. Ranty Round Table and everything. It's a cool name with no real moderation or, it's not entertaining. Ranty, you're not entertaining enough. Be entertaining and people will super chat you more. But that has been a fantastic show tonight. I have had a great time. Coming up, on Monday, I'll be debating Rad Vlad on Monday Night Debates. But tomorrow on Team Skeptics channel, we have a new flurfer on the scene. His name is Sean Isaacs and wants to debate Team. Says that we are bullies and the Earth is flat because there's not a unified field theory.
Oh, I'm a bully. As to how he's trying to that's funny. I the Earth being still perplexed, being flat with the unified field theory, like the absence of the unified field theory. I don't understand. Like,
I think his argument is basically, well, if science doesn't have all the answers, therefore it's wrong.
But then, how would that make him right?
Oh, because science is wrong, therefore the flat Earth's right.
But. Yeah. Okay, so that's
it. That's his logic, Team. That's as far as it goes.
So when he says that, then I guess my next question to him should say, "Oh, so you guys have a unified field theory? What is it?"
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to field theory. And he says, I'm going to say that the moment he says that we can't, that science is wrong because there is no unified. My dog just barked. Or yelped. But the moment that he says, oh, but so it's flat, I'm like, well, what's your unified field theory?
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. That's the thing. RighttheHand couldn't have it both ways. He's not going to be able to have it both ways.
Absolutely. So, a couple of debates coming up. Looking forward to those. I will have my new video out, which is this one. Probably Tuesday if me and Brainy Beaver get sorted. Maybe a little later, we'll see. Honestly, guys, I've been struggling with pain and not sleeping much lately, so I've struggled to make videos. But I'll be getting a couple out in the next, balls in my mouth 33 times, 10 or 12 days. So, look, amazing. Forward to that. Nathan Oakley said he's going to put his... And then...
Illuminati confirmed.
Yes. And then next Sunday is a debate on teams that I'm really looking forward to. Gleam is going to be coming to debate team about ether and missing galaxy rotation spin and all the stuff that he constantly spouts in the chat. And I'm going to moderate that. I'm really looking forward to that on Team's channel next week. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. And Team, you've also got a couple more videos on the way, right?
Yeah, I have a flat Earth video I'm doing. I haven't done a flat Earth video in a while, and I always look out for it. I mean, people ask me, "Oh, so you're done with the flat Earth?" Oh my God, I can't. Flat Earth is just stupid, man. I can't be your friend no more. No, I'm not. That's so dumb, and it's so like I'm with the flat Earth.
No, never.
Like I know we can say yes. There's an inherent danger. There's the inherent danger in flat Earth is this right here. They promote anti-education. That's it. Like, what harm is it for a person to say that the Earth is flat? The Mad Mike situation is such an anomaly. Mad Mike was using the flat Earth to promote his own self, not truly the danger of believing the Earth is flat. Believing the Earth is flat is only dangerous if you tell people you believe it, because then people will think you're fucking crazy. There's no real fucking harm there. The only harm is the anti-education rhetoric when they say you shouldn't go to college because college, higher level of education, is there to indoctrinate you. No, it's not. The only way for you to understand things like college is there to teach you the unified field theory and what it truly means and why it truly doesn't exist yet. I mean, there's no way you can speak on those topics. I mean, I guess there's a fucking 1 in a trillion chance, but you're not just going to find the average uneducated fucking high school dropout talking about general relativity and special relativity on an educated level. So there's no way, like, that's the only real danger with flat Earth. The real danger out there right now are these anti-maskers, because it's not like 1% of 1% of 1% of the entire population of the world is an anti-masker. It's like 50%. These people are dangerous, and they're pushing this dangerous rhetoric. And to me, I'm trying to make the world a better place. If I'm going to spend trying to rid the world of people time on the internet, and I'm going to spend like RighttheHand, at least make them feel so stupid they don't want to post on the internet anymore. If I'm going to put forth the energy and the effort and the resources, I'm going to focus on what's dangerous, and that's anti-maskers.
Yeah, I like it. But we will never forget about the stupid that is flat Earth.
Never, ever.
No, couple of announcements. Obviously, a lot of you know my wife has launched a new YouTube channel recently, Emma Reads Reddit, daily content at 2 p.m. UK, where she reads Reddit. If the mods would be good enough to chuck the link to that in the description. She's nearly at 700 subs. We'll have her monetized within a month, I reckon. So to Flat Earth Top, link to that is in the. So also I have some new merch out if you want to grab yourself a decent new top. The merch out. Say no. There's the link there. Couple more super chats, then we'll be out of here. Diabetic War Slug for $5. FTFE, don't forget to shout out Emma Reads Reddit. Just did. Please go and subscribe to. No, not please. Fucking go and subscribe to my wife right now. BT Dubs for $5 Canadian says, I meant the community. Everyone in the live chat is awesome. You're so vain. No kidding. Don't worry. You and team are almost as awesome as them. Yeah, I know we're second to the community, obviously. The chat's the real MVP. Carrie Oliver for $33.33 says, can't wait for the podcast. Great new direction, guys. Well, you can check out the first 3 episodes right now on Science or Satire channel. Dan Robinson for £2 says, like the unified flurf theory. 9 says, so you're telling me there's a chance? They don't have any theories. Chance. There's always a chance. And J.O. Warren, last one for $1.09. I've had great fun tonight. Team, thank you very much, as always, for being the amazing partner that you are. I genuinely love doing these streams with you. Thank you very much to everybody watching. I hope you've had a great time. Join us tomorrow on Team Skeptics channel. And then over the next week, there's a bunch of new content coming out. Go and subscribe to Emma Reads Reddit. Get yourself some new merch if you like. And remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat Earth. Fight the flat. 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 Fight the Earth. Fight the flat. 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 Bye.